Keeping Victory safe for the community is Gail Petch's main aim. I spoke with Gail about the controversial liquor store in the area. Gail, there's been a lot of controversy about this liquor store here. Can you give us a little bit of a background story on it?
Keep Victory Safe has always, since day one in March last year, we wanted to see what the community wanted, and we did a survey, and top of the list would have to be get rid of the liquor shop. So we were new in the area, we were scouting out what was going on, and it wasn't long before we could see what was happening. The liquor shop and it not having a 24-hour liquor ban across the road in the park there. There was intimidation from people who were drunk and offensive behaviour. There were shop owners were suffering, the business was suffering. So it was pretty clear that we needed to look at what was going on with the liquor shop.
Sure, and there used to be an on licence here in the gambling. I mean, that was the first response. Can you give me a bit more on that?
Yeah, a year ago it was, and the gambling left the property and the owner sold it. So all of a sudden, overnight, it became an off licence, which shocked everybody because there was no public consultation. So there's a bit of a grey area around that and how it managed to get here in the first place. But it took a whole year for it to come up for renewal, and that's where we're at right now because it's up for renewal.
What are some of the negative effects you think are coming from this off licence?
Well, you only have to look around, Graham. I mean, we're just down the road. There's preschools on either side. We've got a park right across the road. It is in your face, and kids walk past here every day. It is so easy to get the alcohol and go across and sit in the park and drink. And I just used to walk around daily and take photos of broken bottles in the playground and bottles left everywhere and leftover things. So it was a no-brainer that why have we even got this here?
Sure. And how about the cameras? You think the cameras were put in because of this, or was one of the problems anyway?
Yeah, and that was something my colleague and myself did straight away, that people wanted cameras up and to have a look at what was going on, make them feel safe, because Keep Victory Safe was all about why are you feeling unsafe. They didn't like to go in the park because of what was happening or come down to the shops, so we lobbied the council long and hard about putting cameras up there and paying for them, and thankfully they came on board, which was great. And of course there was an incident that happened fairly recently that caught that. So yeah, that was one of the things. The other was getting a 24-hour liquor ban on the park.
And what's the council's policy on liquor stores, or alcohol policy?
Well, good question. They don't currently have a local alcohol policy. It's still in draft. That's something I will be going back to them this year and saying, hey, can we bring that back onto the table and do something about it so that we can get some clear guidance about where shops like this can be set up in a local community like this that's high deprivation, low decile. It just shouldn't be here, not next to a park like this with children around. No way.